Good afternoon. Welcome to the channel. I'm Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. This is Gray Cloudy Day, the channel. And hit the like button if you can. If you will, I'm asking you, please, just do that. If you've watched a few videos, think about subscribing. You can tell, I guess, by my demeanor, today ain't been that great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I will say this. I'm still grateful that I'm even alive. I'm grateful that I can even complain about anything or that I have some kind of issue going on in my head. Because that means if I have an issue that I'm trying to struggle with at this moment in my head, then hopefully that means I'm still breathing. I'm alive. I'm having, maybe not the best of days, but it's still a day. So I really don't know what all I want to, this month has been, this month is a little difficult just because it was Sarah's birthday month. And, Sarah is the one that, in memory of her, that's the reason we say Ditto on this channel. Ditto, D-I-T-T-O, in case you don't know how to spell or what I'm saying. Ditto, meaning back to you, same thing back or whatever. Ditto. That was how I and Sarah said I love you to each other. It was a special way. Like when we'd be out in town hanging out with a bunch of people, and if we wanted to part ways, we didn't have to say, I love you. Oh, I love you too. It was ditto, ditto. Now we did actually say the words from time to time, probably her more so than me. But the idea behind using a special word for I love you was to make it more meaningful. So now that I get that out of the way, let's say a little bit about Sarah. She was near and dear to me. She was much younger than I was. When I met her, I think she was 25. Wait, she was 24, and I was 40 something. I can't remember. We was about 20 years difference. But it turned out like I wasn't expecting. I haven't been looking to have any kind of relationship in forever anyway. Even when I met her. And I was always very animate. Like what I liked about her, though, was when we first got to talking, we were able to talk about some pretty cool stuff. She was smart. She had been a valedictorian of her high school. One of her favorite subjects was physics, which I like to read about quantum physics and stuff, the theories and things, and then the implication into what it may mean about reality. She knew stuff about that. As we got to know each other, I introduced her to several books. I shared with her about, certain things that I had been shown years back about my life and where it could lead and what I can possibly accomplish in this world, and actually what it is I am supposed to be here for in this world, which I am currently in the process of doing. Part of which I was asked to come here and be here for on this earth. Okay, that might have sounded weird to some people, but if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to be able to sit here, and I'm not going to take up a bunch of time trying to explain what I'm talking about in that sense of, I'm here. I'm here in this physical world, and this body is not who Gray Cloud truly is. This Gray Cloud is formless, really. It's a spirit. I'm spirit manifest in flesh. Okay, well, I just wanted to share that a little bit about how much dear Sarah was to me. Matter of fact, she's really the only person in my life I ever gave a special nickname to. I nicknamed her my honey baby sugar pie. There was other women that I've lived with and were in relationships with, for a fairly lengthy time, I've never been probably in a relationship longer than a year and a half at the most, and I only a handful of those. As far as serious, it is what it shall and was and gonna be. But like I said, that's weighed heavy on me. That's why, like you've seen, maybe me mention her quite a few times over the past few weeks. And it just occurred to me this past week why it was so heavy on me about her. Then, of course, we had January. January 4th was the birthday. It would have been my mom's birthday. And if you have not, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you might have caught a video where I've briefly mentioned what had happened to my mom. And it was something that still lingers in my head occasionally. Something that I've learned to live with, and it's not as heavy on my chest or my shoulders as the stuff about Sarah. Because Mom, to tell you, Mom died in an arson house fire back in 2002 of September 30th. And it's still unsolved to this day. So that makes just dealing with someone dying is hard enough. But when you weren't expecting it, and then you come to find out that they believe it was an intentional thing, it wasn't just some accident. I don't know, man. And that's a long time ago. But like I said, it took me, after that, it was many years in and out of mental hospitals, hurting myself, attempting to, I overdosed numerous times on medications, of course, on purpose. I was big into hurting myself too. Like, it wasn't that I necessarily really wanted to die. It's just I didn't feel anything anymore. And if you've ever felt like that, it don't feel good. Like to have hardly any emotion to where you can't remember the last time you cried or the last time you were happy about anything, either one. Like if I can't feel shitty or good, and I'm not even in an in-between content feeling, like if I, the feeling of no feeling, I wish I'd looked up the word. There is a word for that. There ain't nothing worse than not knowing how to describe what it is you're feeling and you don't have a word for it because you don't think you're feeling anything. And that the only way that you can possibly get to feeling something is by harming oneself. And I don't suggest that, and I don't think that's a good way to handle things. So don't get afraid or think that I'm about to do anything stupid, because I'm not. I've just been pretty down today because I've dealt with something that's it shouldn't even be a thing on my head. Let's just say, I asked something of somebody the other day. They said it wasn't a problem, and now I've yet to hear from them. I don't care if it ain't about what I asked them a favor for. That's not the issue. It ain't about someone not doing a favor when they said they would. It's about, hey, I thought we were really good friends. I thought we've been friends for years. Years. So I'm hoping that I'm misinterpreting something, and maybe there's something going on outside of, I'm trying to tell myself, it's not all about me, and I'm sure when you do get to talk to this person, it'll probably be something simple, or they have some things going on that they just can't drop what's going on and tell you about it right now. That's what I pray, and I hope it is, because I really hope that I haven't lost a good friend that I thought was a good friend anyway. But if me asking of anything of anybody turns them away from wanting to talk, then I guess that we weren't that great. We weren't that close to begin with. And I just don't believe this about this person. I don't believe that I don't want to believe it, but what's been going on today in my head has been telling me different. Something's wanted me to be angry, ill, irritable. The few bucks I still have on my card, I've debated on going to the liquor store and getting a bottle. And it wouldn't be that big of a bottle. And even if I could get a big old bottle, it still ain't going to solve the issue that I've still got it up here in my head and I'm still dwelling on it. And then after the fact, I'd be mad because I messed up, because alcohol is very much not good for me at all. I'm not going to talk about anybody else, but I know it's not good for me. It's not good for me physically. I've got health issues that directly relate to alcoholism. Mentally, it's not good. Spiritually, it's not good. Where I think I've probably faltered today a little bit is not leaning in more on God. And I just went on to my second round of walk with my dog just a little bit ago, and it occurred to me on the way back. It was like, do I make a video or not? And I was talking to the Spirit, and the Spirit was like, well, make a video, but don't make, because at this time when I was walking, I was crying, I was tearing up, and I was thinking about making a video, and I thought, man, this kind of might be a downer video. Now, I'm talking about some downer things, but I'm not sitting here boo-hooing. So, and you know what I mean? Like, the Spirit laid on me and was like, well, make a video. It'll probably help you. Because, like, I don't have hardly anybody to talk to. I mean, I've got a few people. And, and one of them is the person that I'm talking about that I haven't heard from since 3 days back now. 3 afternoons ago, it's the last time I got to talk to him, and normally we talk at least several times a week, if not every day, almost. So hopefully it's nothing like my brain and my mind's trying to spin it into, and that it's something a lot different, and it's not about me, that it's not about me asking for a favor. It's not about me, I knew the other day when I asked this favor that I would survive with or without any help. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask for a loan and I tell you I can pay it back, all you can do is say yes or no. Hey, can you float me a few bucks till Tuesday or Wednesday? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. But just give me a yes and then no, nothing, and then not even any kind of answers on any message or anything that I've sent. Then I start getting worried more so about not necessarily, well, why haven't you sent me what you said you'd help me out with? But it turns into, I'm generally I'm really kind of wondering. Hopefully it's not something bad. I hope something bad ain't helping to this person. That's really what I hope. I hope that in the end, it's nothing but major, and that I blew something out of proportion, and for your information, I haven't went to the liquor store, and I haven't been drinking, and I'm going to try my best to stick it out. Because I'm not far away from having 2 whole months again free from alcohol. Yes, I'm transparent. I do still smoke some herbage, but I don't even have that today. You know what I'm saying? And what little bit of money I have isn't enough to go get something to smoke on. Because believe me, if I was going to go in any route that way, I would go spend a little bit of if I had a little more money right now, that would be probably what I'd get instead of talking myself into a bottle. I'd probably, even if it was just enough to just chill out with, it's not like I even have I don't know anybody. I don't smoke with anybody. It's usually, I get whatever I get every month, which is just a little bit, the first week when I get paid, I get a little bit. I enjoy it. And then I don't make it that big a deal throughout the month if I don't have the money for it and stuff like that. But, it just sucks on bad days. Like, that would be something I can honestly say would help me today if I had it. And but it's neither here or there. So really, like on my walk my last walk here, I was confiding in God, in the Spirit. I was determining, I was boo-hooing, feeling sad. And then once I got in, I was like, I'm going to make a video. And I'm going to lay out a few things that are bothering me. Sarah has been one that's been going on in my head for a few weeks now. The thing about Mom isn't really bothering me at all because, like I said, that happened so long ago. The only thing that sucks about that whole situation is it's still unsolved. But that's really neither here or there. I know that Mom is around. I know that Mom is happy that I have been in a better place in my life in the past little while. That I am trying to be more responsible than I've ever been since I was like 19, 20 years old. at 50, the past 2 years I've been more responsible, and I slowly am getting more responsible every day. It just sucks, man. It sucks. Like, I'm trying not to think about the negative. I draw a little better than most people on disability because I did actually work my ass off in the 90s, and I paid in, and I had all four. So I draw full disability. I don't get, state help and federal help. I don't get food stamps. I've got Medicare, but like they still only pay a certain percentage. It's not like I just get everything just given to me. But like I said, I have learned since I've really worked on my drinking, I've gotten better, and I've been able to maintain a little better, and I'm able to hold on to a little bit more money than I used to. Like used to, I wouldn't be sitting here being able to make this video and have what I do still have on my card, which is all of about $10. But hey, that's $10 more than some other dude out there that's broke and on the streets and has nothing. Not that that makes me any better. It just means I just don't have the ability to run out and just do whatever the hell I want to do, which is also a good thing sometimes. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's important for me not to talk myself into going and getting some stupid small bottle of something. Before I do that, I'll go to the grocery store and buy another pack of hamburger meat or something. I'd rather do that than put it into alcohol. Now, like I'm it doesn't tell you if I just had a couple more dollars, I'd probably go spend what little bit I have, and I'd get something to smoke, come home, chill out, smoke, call it a day. And that's just the way it would be. But right now, it isn't that way. And I am so thankful that I am alive. I am so grateful that I even have the kind of communication I do have with the Spirit. Like just making this video has kind of helped me. I hope, if anything, I'm sharing in this video has helped maybe you guys. Like, if you're struggling with something today, like whether it be anything like I'm struggling with, but you got your own little struggle, no, you ain't the only one struggling. You're not the only one that the enemy may be trying to come at. Because I told my neighbor earlier, the enemy would like nothing more than me to give in and go get me a little bit of a bottle, come home, an hour after I'm drinking, be so miserable, so disgusted with myself, and I'd still have the worry in my head that I'm trying to get over. Like trying to tune that stuff out. And that's why I was saying on the walk, I realized, like, it wasn't me necessarily, but God was nudging me. He's like, you ain't been leaning into me enough today. And that's what I'm trying to share in this video is now, whether you believe it or not, as I'm making this video, I'm leaning on what it is that is my foundation. Because it told me, go make that video. Don't make it too pity-potty crappy. You don't have to get boo-hooey and be crying on camera. Now, I mean, I've cried plenty of times on these cameras here. If you go back in my videos, there ain't no telling. You can just pull up a random video. You're liable to see me tearing up at some point, depending on what I might be discussing or going through. But I thought this is a little different than what I've been putting out in the past probably month or so. Like, most of the time, you're going to see me in a pretty good mood. Most of the time, my videos, you're seeing an authentic me, but it's on really good days. But like I said, if you're new here, go back. You'll find some videos where I was having some of the crappiest days and I still shared. Like, I wasn't even going to make a video today about nothing. And then all of a sudden I realized this is like therapy to me. Talking to you guys through this camera, it helps. And I want to just say I'm very grateful to you guys that do comment, that share with me, that come back and be like, hey, man, it'll be okay. Or, hey, man, I feel you. Or, hey, this is my situation. Or, I've been through this. Because there's been plenty of comments that have shared some personal things. And I really like when someone is able to connect on that level. So I'm just putting it out there that it is a good day because I am still breathing and was even able to make this video. It's not been such a great day just because I'm concerned about maybe that I lost a friend. That's the main thing. If I'd known asking for a loan, like I wasn't even asking for a specific. If I could have got, if it had been $10 is all I could get from him, that would have been fine. But it ain't about whether he could help me or not. It's about why am I not hearing back? Why do I have no answer at all about? Because yesterday I was like, man, I hope you're okay. I thought, at least somebody could say, look, man, I couldn't help you out. Sorry that I told you I would, but I couldn't. Some things came up. You don't have to go into no detail. You just tell somebody, man, I really was going to help, but I couldn't. And this is why I hadn't, and I've been busy. And this is what's going on. At some point, just out of respect, it would be nice to hear something back so I know that they're still alive, they are still my friend, and that they haven't just gave up on me. But if that's the case, I'm still going to keep going. Because you know who hadn't gave up on me? Big Kahuna. Never will give up on me. So I can't give up on myself. Don't give up on yourself. I love all you. Yeah, I'm going to use the word at the end. I'm going to sign off just like I do. I think this will be a good video. I hope it is. Until next time, it's Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. Over and out. In a little bit better mood. Now, Ditto.